Hey, this is me again, Moira. And I think I am extremely stupid. I think I'm extremely stupid. I know this is a weird way to describe, to begin a new video, but you know, if you read this closely. Wait a second. She buried her husband 3 miles to the east, where the Everhard grows. So there's a lot of ambiguity in this sentence, right? I thought about this pretty severely. I wouldn't say I stayed awake for the whole fucking night, but yeah, it came after me, right? So I did some thinking, and this sentence here, I don't know, maybe you've understood this like right away, but there's ambiguity in this sentence, right? This here might be like where the Everhard grows, might be a restrictive or a non-restrictive sentence, right? So she lives in this castle and she buried her husband 3 miles to the east, and this is where the Everhard grows. So I think you should read this sentence like this. Let's try this. And fuck yeah, that's it. This is so fucking stupid. Like, I'm so fucking stupid. I feel so incredibly stupid. Like, I was thinking way too hard about this about this riddle, right? Way too hard. Yeah, this is my defense. I was expecting a way more complicated riddle here, but it was pretty simple. If you know how to read this sentence, right? I think like my German my German linguistic skills would expect that there's a comma behind what was this, 3 miles to the east, comma, where the Everhard grows. So this would be much easier for me, but I don't know if this would be like correct English. I have no fucking idea. In German, I would put a comma in there so everything would be clear, but I don't know about like English, like commas and all that. It's a little bit different from German, right? So whatever. So we got a plant, a dead tree. Its bark cracked and blackened by fire stands alone on the hillside. Off to one side, a patch of flowers grow on a low mound, and this is obviously Everhard. Or, what was it? I think it had a different name. I can recall it. Royal something, if I recall correctly. Wait a minute. Candlewood, Fox, blah, blah, blah. Royal Gentia, that's what it is. So let's... Royal Gentia Everhard. I will never forget this plant, because it gave me so much suffering. So whatever. Let's scratch the cat to celebrate this success. Yeah. Do you hear this purring? It's so fucking nice. Yeah. Ennis Aylford. We've had our eye on you for some time now. Join us. Praise the Dendru. What the fuck? I represent a group called the Seeds of Redemption. Your expertise would be very useful to us, and we have much to offer in return. Let us know we can count on you by leaving a single St. John's poppy flower outside the Sackdale Church before Friday. Do not make the mistake of ignoring us. Praise the Dendru. So we have time until Friday. Should I do this? I don't know. I might think about this. There's another riddle here. The old man of Coniston looks out across the lake with blind eyes. His mind wanders with the current, floating gently southwards to the fork. So, another riddle. The old man of Coniston. I changed in case, like, I changed the font here because it's easier for me to read, in case you might wonder. Oxfield, Lowick. I think I saw some old man somewhere. Hardknot. Here it is, the old man. The old man of Coniston. Here, Coniston Water, okay. Looks out across the lake with blind eyes. His mind wanders with the current, floating gently southward towards the fork. So probably here, I guess. Right, here's the old man. Like, here's the lake. Southward towards the fork. Let's go here. The heavens open up as I reach the fork. I take a moment to pause and listen to the sound of water and water. I'm soaked through, my spirits are high. I'm soaked through, but my spirits are high as I return home. I'm not empty-handed. 2 new plants today. Okay. Nice. 2 new plants. Good. Let us know we can count on you by leaving a single St. John's poppy flower outside the Settle Church before Friday. Do not make the mistake of ignoring us. I don't know. Like, I wish... Like, I'm not gonna do this right away. It's Wednesday. So... we still have Thursday, right? Verona Green, I have returned from Swinside. Oh, okay. Wait a second. I changed the font, but... Wait a minute, please. That was maybe a little bit too... big. I have returned from Swinside. I must admit I was hoping for more to go on, but there were certainly signs of a ritual having been performed at the stone circle. Okay. And the poor victim, well, the less said about him the better. Reuben had it right tough. Grisly. I have the beginnings of a theory, but I would like to run some tests on a sample of the gilded dendra. Gilded dendra. Huh? Aw, I love this cat. Aw, yeah, look at that. I think that she reacts differently to, like, depending on where I touch her. This is cool. This is pretty cool. I remember that in the early 2000s there were, like, desktop pets. Like, you could download some pets on your PC and there would be a cat running on your desktop and do shit. It was awesome, and it was full with viruses, I guess. But yeah, that was the early 2000s and the 90s. I remember that time. It was great. I miss the cat. I absolutely miss the desktop cat. And maybe I should search the internet if there still exists something like that. Without viruses, obviously. Okay, so we need gilded dendra. I have no clue what that is. We will find out, hopefully. Gilded dendra. Do not drink the sap of this plant. I don't intend to. The lips and veins will turn black as the blood succumbs to dendra's miasma. A sure and painful way to die. The poison is so potent that even touching the leaves of the plant can be painful. So, We found a very dangerous plant. I think I labeled it with dangerous. Maybe it was that plant. Yeah. Pretty sure that's it. Oh, no. I need to be careful. That wasn't your... I must be better prepared next time. Okay. Okay. I was too fast. Gilded dendra. The lips and veins will turn black as the blood succumbs to dendras miasma, pin. Okay. So it's long leaves that are a little bit, you know what I mean, right? At the end. Is this? I mean, it's. Ah, fuck that. Drag the plant here to take a closer look, okay. I don't know. Gilded dendra, so are we looking for something gold? Gilded dendra. So maybe it's like this, but gilded, I don't know. Let's have a look again. Gilded dendra. So maybe it's just 2 leaves. This might be a thing, right? Like the devil is in the details. But both of them are like this. They have like this weird angle. Actually, this one fits perfectly. And it's dangerous, right? I don't know. So I can probably make like 3 mistakes and then I'm out, I guess. Gilded dendra. Jacob's Worth, Fever Kiss, Witch's Fig, Winter Boar, Hope Heart. Lady of Summer. The dark blue petals are soft and feathery to touch. My fingers ache from handling this plant. Wait a minute. Do not drink the sap of this plant. The lips and veins will turn black as the blood succumbs to dendras miasma, a sure and painful way to die. Yeah, the poison is so potent that even touching the leaves of the plant can be painful. So, I think we got it. Gilded dendra, here we are. Maiden sorrow. Rubbing the soft leaves of this plant between one's finger and thumb is said to help preventing the mind from wandering, providing a focusing effect. The flowers of this plant droop mournfully, but it is the thorns along its stem that are thought to lend it its name, okay? Gilded dendra. Here we go. Next to the Lady of Summer. Okay. Interesting. So, let's scratch this cat again. Yep. And wood. My aunt died 2 weeks ago and I inherited her house. Good for you. I've been sifting through her possessions and last night I found something unusual. In a forgotten corner of the attic I found a coffin. More unusual still, it was bound by strong vines, so strong that I cannot cut through them. I immediately thought of our shop. You know about the plants, right? Yes, it's Royal Gentia, I know that, because I have been researching this plant pretty long. For pretty long, because I couldn't, figure out this fucking riddle, and I researched everything about this, right? So, Royal Gentia, also called Everhard, is what we need. Royal Gentia. Where was it? It was this one here, yeah. Here we go. Plant identified. Elderphenium. The petals of this flower can be brewed to create an antidote to Dendrus miasma, a deadly poison that causes the blood to slowly turn black, eventually resulting in a painful death. It has an intoxicating scent similar to that of the Solomon's scepter. Okay. Here we are, end the day. Yeah, we did everything except for this. It is said that the red ebony plant has the property of uncovering that which is hidden or secret. I don't know about that, and I most certainly do not know about these guys here. Praise the Dendru. Seems like, I don't know, like the Dendra, the super painful plant right now. Maybe it's the name? They have something in common, right? So maybe... And this one guy that was killed, and this... I think this alpha witch that was killed, I don't know, like the cult leader of the witches, she was poisoned as well, right? If I recall correctly, I don't know. Whatever, let's end the day. Let's drag another card. Before she left, she returned to her hiding place and carefully retrieved the book, her excitement building as she did. She couldn't articulate what was so alluring to her about the book, but by now it had become an obsession. Thursday. "5 miles south of the tallest but one. It grows in peace in the midday sun." Okay. Here we go. 5 miles south of the tallest but one. So we are looking for the second tallest mountain or something. It grows in peace in the midday sun. So which is the tallest one? Scafell Pike 978. Is anything bigger than that? 978, 902, 859, 5. So Bowfell and Scafell Pike are the biggest ones, are they? The tallest ones. Tallest mountains. So the tallest but one. So probably Bowfell. And then we go 5 miles south. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The forest of Torvor. It grows in peace in the midday sun. Let's try this. Here we go. Yep. The forest here is lush and vibrant. The birdsong feels enchanting, like the call of sirens. Nestled in the undergrowth, under the shade of a birch tree, a plant grows. Okay, cool. Another plant. New plant acquired. That looks alien as fuck, okay? What the fuck is this? Hello, cat? Okay, let's go. And wood. I was able to strip away the Swiftsner's vines and lift the lid, with more than a little trepidation, I'll admit. At least that's what I thought at first, but when I looked closer I discovered a golden amulet embedded in the grey ash. On the back of the amulet is an inscription that says, "With Solomon's scepter I awake." Solomon's scepter, that's a plant, right? Okay. I don't know, let's see. Let's have a look. Solomon's scepter. There we go. Also known, alarmingly, as Hell's Gate and sometimes Solomon's Scorn, the flowers of the plant are commonly used in witchcraft and other satanic practices. Many sweet-smelling small flowers grow along the stem, okay? Ah. Sweet-smelling small flowers grow among the stem, okay? Dark purple flowers. Light purple flowers, the smell is alluring. Let's try this one here. Here we go, perfect. Solomon's scepter. Long vericund, sometimes called witch's remedy. The long vericund is believed to lift curses. Okay, cool. Here's the labels. This was Solomon's scepter, right? Yep. Scepter, something like this. Yeah, good enough. Is it? Oh, sorry. Let's have another look. Yeah. Okay. So, we still have to find out about this one. It is said that the red ebony plant has the property of uncovering that which is hidden or secret. I have perfected a device designed to use extract from the plant in concert with a viewing window in order to permit the user to see magics otherwise invisible to the naked eye. Red ebony. I have still no fucking idea what that is. Ah. Bishop's parasol. AP. Wait a minute. A mushroom found in dark, damp places, surround the guilds, blah blah blah. Okay, no. We have to keep an eye on red ebony. Maybe it's like an alternative name for some of these flowers. I pretty much guess that's what it is. Red pike. Red ebony. Dendros miasma. Has an intoxicating scent similar to that of Solomon's scepter. Okay. Ah. Fever kiss. Strong smelling bulb. An offering of fox buttons comes. Okay. Plant with medicinal properties, the poison, blah blah blah, Dendros miasma, gray sandfire. Don't know, maybe we haven't found it yet. That's an option, right? Dandy, nah. Maiden Sorrow, Mary's Breath. Big Dew, beautiful flower made of smaller florets, make the salt blah alternative, blah blah blah. Nope. 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 Oh shit. Fuck that. Okay, I closed the book. Whatever. So, let's scratch the cat. We got a letter. I heard a shepherd got killed by some wild beasts up near the Swineside stone circle. They say it slaughtered half his flock as well. People around here don't seem too bothered, but it's got them panicked down Foxfield away. Okay. Kentmere Eye. Kentmere Eye? Kentmere Eye. Okay, let's go to Kentmere then. I descended into a pleasant valley there, where the village of Kentmere is situated. On my way, I passed the Brockstone or Badger Rock, which has always been popular with the local children who challenge each other to scramble up its craggy sides. I make a beeline to the village church, St. Cuthbert's, which is sheltered by an ancient yew tree. There are many plants to admire amongst the headstones and tombs, but sadly nothing extraordinary for me to find today. Kentmere Eye. Kentmere Eye. What? Ah. I have no fucking clue. I have no clue. And I still have no clue what this cult here wants from me. I represent a group called the Seeds of Redemption. Your expertise would be very useful to us, and we have much to offer in return. Let us know we can count on you by leaving a single St. John's poppy flower outside the Sadgel Church before Friday. Do not make the mistake of ignoring us. Praise the Dendro. Okay, let's do this, okay? I'm pretty curious. So why would I ignore these guys, right? They want St. John's poppy outside the Sadgel Church before Friday. Okay. So St. John's poppy. I think we got that one identified already. Yeah. Somewhere around here. Cabalia, Fennet, Wren, Foxbutton, Lemon Dandy, Jacob's Worth, St. John's poppy. Here we go. Okay. We need that one next to that ugly fuck here. So let's go to the church. Let us know we can count on you by leaving a single St. John's poppy flower outside the Satgill Church before Friday. So where's the Satgill Church? Satgill. We've been here at the Abbey, but they didn't want to let us in. Swanside Stone Circle. This is where someone was killed. So... that burg? Church. This is Satgill Church, right? Satgill Church. Where's that? Swanside, Haverick, Buddle, Ravenglass, Woodfell, Munsker, blah blah blah, Gosford, Calder Abbey, Red Pike, the Old Man, Lowwick. Damn it. Satgill Church. So is this a riddle by itself? Huh. Where's that church? There's Satgill. So let's go there, I guess. The church isn't hard to find in the small hamlet of Satgill. This must be the place. Okay, so let's put this St. John's poppy in there. That one. Use the plan. Here we go. Cool. We probably joined, I don't know, a murderous cult or so. But we will find out eventually, okay? We can archive that. Kentmere, I. Endell. Kent. What about I? Kentmere, I. Very, very weird. So that's literally what it says, right? Kentmere, I. There's probably something with this one here, so... The Red Ebony. I have no fucking clue what the Red Ebony is. So is there a plant that makes things visible? When burned, psychic abilities, light blue flowers, no. Mushroom found in dark damp places, feeding any light, then blah blah blah, milky, no. Brimlock, hypothermia, no. Butterdale has been used for centuries to call honor, no. A rare plant that is believed to help the dead find peace in the afterlife? No. Candlewood produces a red flower that provides a shielding effect, protecting against all manner of afflictions of the mind. Long thin stems grow among tall leaves. Candlewood. Red ebony. According to legend, clavelium can be used to open any lock. Nope. Despite this being described as common, the trolls can in fact be blah blah. To grow in abundance on the slopes of red pike. Nobody knows why. No. This plant has a rejuvenation effect, but most who have tried to benefit from its properties have come to realize that, okay, the red patches that are often seen growing on it are in fact a type of fungus themselves and not a part of the plant. A fungus? Upper Caledonian? Plant with powerful mind-altering abilities. Nope. Somnodrantium as green eye as a name derived from the telltale sign of overdose. Blah. The petals of this flower can be brewed to create an antidote. Nope. Eyebright. Take care not to touch its brightly colored thorns. They will do no lasting damage, but they contain a small amount of venom that will cause a severe pain for several days after. A plant that only grows to the south of warmer climates where they call it lote after a long-dead king, known to improve eyesight at night in even the darkest places. Probably not. A spongy mushroom with potent abilities, only safe to consume in small quantities, grants great strength for short periods at the expense of severe fatigue once the effect has worn off. So basically cocaine mushroom, right? The red berries provide an energy boost that lasts several hours. The leaves are pale in color. Okay, MDMA berries. Forest camphor. The strong-smelling bulb of this plant has a powerful soporific effect, making its common. Okay, no. An offering of fox button is considered by some to represent the contact of friendships between strangers. Fox button. Thick shiny leaves. Wait a minute. Let's try the fox button in the abbey. These guys were asking if we are a friend, right? So we do have the fox button identified. Look like... fuck, I don't know. Fox button. I'm pretty sure we got that one somewhere here. Fox button, there it is. Okay, let's get to that abbey here. Small window opens within the much larger oak door. From the darkness within, a voice proclaims only a friend may enter. So let's try the fox button. Where was it? Sorry. Fuck that. I just had it. I can't remember how it looked like. Like, I'm so fucking bad at plants. Let's try this. Bam. Here we fucking go. That was genius. I'm gonna be honest, that was fucking genius. I don't even know if we were supposed to do that yet. But we did it. The hatch snaps shut and the oak door swings inward slowly without a sound. I am ushered in by a man wearing a plain brown robe. He nods silently when I ask about Long Meg and leads me through the abbey to a small library filled with scrolls and books. Okay, I think I did something I shouldn't have done yet. Without a word, he pauses for a moment, surveying before selecting a scroll and handing it to me. Long Meg. Okay. Sheepsnap. Sheepsnap is thought to bring good fortune when prepared correctly. The green seed pods of the sheepsnap have a hard outer shell and sound hollow when tapped. To the south, they call this plant bulbs of Bayonne. Okay. So let's collect the letter. Regarding Long Meg, there is a stone circle north of Undermere. According to the local legend, some hundreds, perhaps even thousands of years ago, a witch known as Long Meg lived nearby along with her daughters. They were wild, godless people who practiced evil magic until one night they went too far and Meg and her daughters were turned to stone. The tall stone that stands apart from the main circle is called Long Meg by the locals. Okay, cool. I mean, that was pretty cool, was it? Probably I broke the game now, but whatever. Kentmere Eye. Okay, let's have another. Verona Green. Well, this is getting interesting. I was able to confirm that it was indeed gilded dendra that was used at the Swinside ritual site. That's a worrying sign. It's a plant that is used in several of the darker incantations, and it can't be coincidence that the very same plant was used to poison Arda. Yes. There must be a connection between this other murder and the sisterhood. I need some mental clarity to think it through some more. Some Maiden's Sorrow would help a lot. Okay, Maiden's Sorrow. Maiden's Sorrow. There we go. Rubbing the soft leaves of this plant between one's finger and thumb is said to help prevent the mind from wandering, providing a focusing effect. The flowers of this plant droop mournfully, but it is the thorns along its stem that are thought to lend it its name. Soft leaves of this plant between one's fingers and thumb is said to help prevent the mind from wandering. Okay. Very soft plant with... Okay, let's... With this flower here, like, hanging down somehow. Probably not that one. You wouldn't want to touch that. Is this the only one that looks close? Oh, the flower of this plant droop mournfully, but it is the thorns along its stem that are thought. Okay, so probably that one. Here we go, yeah. Maiden's Sorrow. Red ebony, there it fucking is. This plant is said to uncover that which is hidden, including buried treasure and secret writings. The red ebony is extremely rare and not well studied. Blood has been spilled over this plant, which is where the red part of the name is believed to come from since. Confusingly, the large flower is in fact blue. Okay. Red ebony. Okay, so let's find this one. I hope that we already have it. Okay, we need a blue flower that looks a little bit like a cauldron, right? Okay. A blue flower. That looks like a cauldron. Maybe we should sort these flowers like just by color or something. I don't know. It's that ugly fuck, is it? Here we go. So how does that work? This letter here, in fact, has nothing interesting about it. It's just Kentmere I. How about the cat? Come on, cat. Kentmere. River Kent. River Sprint. Candle. Undermere. Kentmere I. It works, yeah. That's cool. Oh, that's pretty cool, is it? So can I get to the archive here? If this code here. Is there anything? Nah, okay. Okay, let's archive that one. I don't know about this thing here. Guarding the long mag, okay. No clue. No clue. Kentmere? I, that's an Y. Is it Kentmere I? It's a combination to I have no clue. This is something that I don't know. I have no idea. Not even the slightest idea. So it did the archive like let's close the archive here. Kentmere I. Let's go back to Kentmere. Nothing interesting. Is there maybe like something I haven't realized yet? Like Kentmere, is there like a mountain or something? Tarn Sadgil, the Daughters of Stones of the Stone Circle. The Daughters Stone Circle, sorry. Lake Undermere. River Kent. Is there anything that looks like an eye? Nah, not really. Let's scratch the cat. This guy looks pretty rough, right? He looks like he had some pretty nasty days and seen shit. Looks like I'm going to have to make a trip to Black Cone. Verona noticed something at this windside side that's had me pondering. A piece of slate with a symbol drawn on it in black. Can't think of anywhere else around there where you'd get slate from. That... fuck that. That and Bradley Miller keeps insisting that he saw something up at Blackcomb. But then again, would you just please leave it where it is? But then again, Bradley Miller does claim that fairies stole his wheelbarrow. If I'm going to spend a night out in the hills, I want to take some eyebright with me. Wouldn't want anyone sneaking up on me in the dark. Eyebright, okay, yeah. Eyebright. Take care not to touch its brightly colored thorns. They will do no lasting damage, but they contain a small amount of venom that will cause a severe pain for several days after. A plant that only grows on the south and warmer climates, where they called it lutive for a long dead king. Non shrimp, okay. So, venomous thorns, okay? We're looking for thorns with venom. That smells pleasant, okay? That's probably not what we're looking for. We need something thorny. Or have I already identified it? I don't think so. Those thorns look menacing. I'm staying well clear of them. Yeah, let's try these ones. Plant identified. Okay, this is eyebright. Wild coal. The purple berries are recommended by physicians in place of a hair of the dog mentality as a tonic for those suffering the effects of having drunk too much the night before. There are some who will consider wild coal a sacred plant, perhaps owing to its rarity, and claim that it's bad luck to pick berries from it. Okay, that was eyebright. Okay, eyebright. Let's put this in there. Eyebright. Here we go. What next? I don't know. Scratching the cat is always a good idea. Forest Vare. Does it ever stop raining in Undermere? You have a reputation in town for knowing about unusual plants. Your eyes are glowing green, bro. I need some grey sandfire. Nobody around here seems to even know what I'm talking about, but I hope I'm in the right place now. Sure, I totally know what you're talking about. Just give me a second. Grey sandfire has a tough... Yeah, that... Grey sandfire has a tough outer bark which has many useful properties. Some chew it as a form of dental hygiene, taking care not to swallow it as it can cause unpleasant stomach distress. The flame-like tendrils give up a smoky scent, adding to the impression of a roaring fire. Yeah, that's pretty much it, right? Yeah, a bark and fire-like flowers. That's this ugly piece of shit. Grey sandfire, okay. Ambersol is thought to have protective properties. It is sometimes given as an offering to various deities in form for sanctuary. Produces flowers with many petals, blah blah blah. Okay. Okay, yeah. I think... Grey sandfire, right? That was grey sandfire. Okay, I think we can end the day. The Kentmere Eye, we don't know what's wrong with that, but maybe we will find out next time. At first, she felt free, but it wasn't long before the reality of her situation began to take its toll. She stole food when she was hungry and slept in makeshift shelters, not knowing where she was going, not caring. Eventually, she made her way to Brycedale Forest. Lowick to Ilgilhead, Foxfield to Crinkle Crags. Probably we have to, I don't know, draw a line between these two, but okay. So it's Friday. So the cold, or whatever it is, I think it's a cold or whatever, should be pleased because we left that plant for them at the church. So they can't complain. I can't complain because we made a lot of progress today, but I am feeling extremely tired, and this is why I'm going to end this episode now. Thank you for watching, and yeah, stay with me on that one. It's getting a little bit better because I think like these small little stories, they are tied together somehow, and I really want to know what's going on here. But yeah, some of these riddles are like, what is this, right? Kentmere Eye. I have maybe sometimes answers just come while sleeping, so maybe when I start a new session tomorrow, maybe it will the solution will come right away. I don't know. Maybe not. We will find out. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Goodbye.